Hey, good afternoon. In fact, it's just afternoon. It's 4 after 12 on Friday. And hope as well the last day of the month. You're on the Robert Jeter Show, Blues and the News, coming to you directly off the cuff. It's like, what can I tell you? Everybody's talking about it, right? I mean, everybody's talking about it. What happened? What happened yesterday with the conviction of our last president? Huh? Did you think he would go that way? Did you think he would be convicted on all 34 charges? All 34 fake charges? What a boondoggle. I mean, right after that, I told myself, man, the country's gone too far now. We're past the Rubican. The die has been cast. United States of America is finished. There's no hope. But yet, again, maybe there is. Maybe there is still a little hope. Trump just came out on the Trump Tower in New York, which I've been to. Beautiful place. Come down the escalator, right? Gave his talk. And he just laid it all out. He went through a lot of people don't want him to go through the details of what happened in the court. They just want to say, what's good? What about the issues in America, generally speaking? But I think it's good that he went through some of the details because you got to realize how these people operate. They're totally tyrannical. They're totally fascist. They're totally, in a lot of cases, Marxist. Some of them are globalists who want to basically tear down the borders everywhere and have a global world government. There's some of that. Look what's happening here. Look what's happening in other countries where the immigrants are coming in. Not only here, but everywhere. Look what's happening in Israel. They want to get rid of Netanyahu now as well. Not that I agree with everything he did after October 7th. He was on his watch, but in the middle of a war. All these people on the left are conspiring globally, right, to bring down Western civilization. So is it basically an attack on our Judeo-Christian Western civilization values and replace it by some kind of global pseudo-commie world government? Okay? They are building the new Tower of Babel. Remember that in the Bible? How they all built the Tower of Babel to go up and come together, unite against God. It's the same thing here. They're uniting against their traditions. They're uniting against God himself. And it's evil. It's pure evil. And more people need to wake up and look the devil in his face and said, yeah, you're totally disgusting. Yeah, you're totally evil, and I'm going to do everything in my power to defeat you. Some people are hesitant. They're in the bubble. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to admit it. Look what happened to the Jews in the Second World War, during the Holocaust. A lot of them were in Germany, right? And they would say, no, it's not going to get that bad. I'm going to have a nice life here. Yeah, they talk a lot, but really, do you think that, it's going to go that far? You think our life is really in danger? And even some of the rabbis said, don't go to Israel now because, Israel's socialist. It's not really a spiritual place right now. And so everybody was living in their bubble, and those people living in their bubble all went to the gas chamber. So the same thing could happen here. I'm not saying it's going to be exactly the same way that Biden is going to build gas chambers and put all the mega people with the Jews in it. But they want to destroy our traditions. They want to destroy our belief in God. They want to destroy the Constitution. They want to destroy everything that's pure. And Trump knows it. Trump is fighting it. Okay, you don't like his personality. Who gives a... I ain't going to say it. About his personality. Look what he wants to do. Look at his vision. Look at his altruism. Look at his belief in the Constitution. Look at his belief in the betterment of society. Look at his belief in the greatness that was the United States of America. Yes, mega, make America great. What's so bad about that? That's what we want. We don't want transvestites ruling the country. We don't want Marxists ruling the country. We don't want perverts ruling the country. All these attacks against Trump are made up, okay? The guy is not a perfect individual by no means. Who is a perfect individual? People want to see Jesus there. As a leader, forget it. We're living in the real world. Now, maybe Jesus will show up, or the Messiah, Mashiach, whoever you believe in. But now, in reality, on the earth, we have to be realist. We have to know we're at war, 300%. A culture war, maybe it's not an all-out shooting war yet in the United States, even though if you go some places, New York City, these northern cities, it looks like a shooting war. But what you got to do is take all your strength, all your power, all your intelligence, and fight against the evil, okay? Because we're at a cross points. We are at a crossroads. I don't know if America will come back from this, but we always have to have hope. We always have to be in the fight, and we can never, never, never give up. Okay, so that's my little spiel for today. I'm not going to stay here long. I said it often. I'm not going to stay long because I could literally go on and on and on. Because it's off the cuff, and I have all this thing building up and within me, like a lot of people do. And this is really, it's like why I'm into music. It's why I'm into art, because it's a way to get out all that frustration in a creative way. So that's what I'm doing here. So I could go on forever with this. But I know for today, for example, I can't because it's Friday and I'm a religious Jew. And so, at sundown, right, what happens? I turn into a pumpkin, right, if I don't do what's right. Meaning we have the Shabbos and we chill out. And I think everybody needs to chill out, especially after what's gone on recently and what went on yesterday in that court case. I don't want to get into details. It's just Trump laid it all out. He laid it out well. So let's just listen to his speech again if you need to. But we all need to take a deep breath, to chill out, yes, to pray, to be closer to God, and to be righteous and do the right thing and wake up. If you're in a bubble, you have to wake up. You have to realize what's going on. Don't be so complacent because it's dangerous. Complacency in this world and this society right now is very, very dangerous. So I'm going to chill out shortly. But I have a good weekend, whatever you do, whatever you're into. Love and peace. Remember, hate is the enemy. And you have to fight. That's why I just played that song, Fight for the Right. For love, you have to fight for the right for justice. You have to fight. You put bread on your table today with inflation so long. But, it's be aware that you're living in very, very interesting times. It's not a boring time to live. So now is the time to show your true colors. I mean, you either on the side of the light. I mean, it's like Star Wars, people. It's like The Matrix. It's like all those classic movies that you've seen. There's the good force and there's the bad force. That's the force of light and there's the force of darkness. You have to decide. You can't play it both ways. The die has been cast. Yes. And, you have to draw the red line in the sand, and you have to make sure you mean it, okay? Because it's easy to persuade it with all the propaganda. It's easy to persuade it with all the money that's possible to come your ways by buying into this corruption, because it pays very well to be corrupt. It pays very well to join the Illuminati, to join the devil worshippers, to join the Marxists and the communists, and the anti-Semites and the haters. It's easy to do that because it's the thing to do right now, right? Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, that's where they're pushing this. But there is starting to be a pushback because maybe the bad guys have just gone way too far. You know what I mean? Maybe they've overstepped. Maybe what happened yesterday was the straw that breaks the camel back. And to use that expression, the old expression. Maybe it is really a time where there's a change in direction and we start going back to being righteous, where we start going back to be more traditionalist and believing again in God and what's pure. But the with the family and with ma and apple pie and red, white, and blue and all that good stuff. Because if we don't, we're damned, and we're going to suffer the consequences. Because there will be justice, I keep on saying. Whether man brings justice or not, if he doesn't bring it, then, the divine will. So hopefully we here on earth, as images of God, as representatives of the divine, will do the right thing. So the divine doesn't have to get directly involved, because, God is a jealous God, and you don't want him angry. Most of the time, he's not angry. He's kind. He's generous. But don't push him too far. You don't want to box with God. So with that, I'm on the highway of redemption here, man. I'll play that little tune, another little tune I did. I try to write social consciousness tunes. I try to write positive tunes. Yeah, I have some boy and girl tunes, it's true. But I try to be positive, be socially aware when I write all my songs. I'm working on new songs, by the way, and maybe I'll start mentioning that more in my podcast about what I'm doing creatively on the musical side. But I appreciate you listening to my podcast, and I'll see you next time. This is Robert Jeter, Blues in the News.
I can feel the highway under my seat. Hey, summer's burning, I can feel the heat. Yeah, my dash is warm, but my top is down. Got my pedal to the metal for higher ground. When I get to the crossroads, I won't act the fall of lies, no. But like the four angels, step inside, take a ride to the other side. Yeah, I broke down in Tennessee. Get back to Georgia seemed death for me. But I was found by Elijah's hand. No promise of bail would ruin his plan. There on that highway I was blinded by the light. Said the salvation was up ahead inside. Knew he was right, shining through the night. I'm on the highway of redemption. There's no speed limit where I'm bound. I'm on a road that has no wind. But before it's too late, you should get your soul in shape. Still got room inside my car if you want to fly to the other side. Let's fly. By the light, said salvation was up ahead inside. Knew it was right, shining through the night. I'm on the highway of redemption. There's no speed limit where I'm bound. I'm on a road that has no end. Before it's too late, you should get your soul in shape. Still got room inside my car if you want to fly to the other side.